What is up, everybody, and welcome to the list where I take a Denver Nuggets game and break down some of the details you might have missed. Let's get right into it. This is game one, Nuggets Lakers, and one of the big storylines from the game was the quick doubles on Jokic in the post from the Lakers. And you're going to see this as soon as Jamal Murray gets the ball to Jokic in the post, his man Austin Reeves is going to double team Jokic in the post, and the rotations begin from there. So you get LeBron, who is on Michael Porter, quickly rotates over. A quicker swing pass for Murray, and you're going to have MPJ open. He misses him on this one, gets it to him eventually. But here's the thing. Mike's going to drive on this, and he kind of gets a decent shot out of it. But if we rewind a little bit, one of the nice things about this kind of defense here, you're going to see the rotations. Even if they recover properly, you get the switch. Anthony Davis now on KCP, Aaron Gordon inside. So recognizing that you're going to get those switches, either get all the way to the cup or try to get the ball inside to AG will be an option. Here's another one. This time Jokic goes away from the double team. He sees the quick double. The rotations are coming. And Jokic just spins baseline, beats him around the baseline, knowing it's going to lead to Jamal Murray open in the corner. He doesn't take it. But still, as was the case before, even if you miss the quick read, you still get switches for Aaron Gordon inside. This one draws a foul. Let's take a look at this next one here. Inside, quick double, out. And what I actually like is Michael Porter had a pretty good little cut on this one that Jokic missed. You're going to see here, Braun is rotating quickly to the next man over, which is Jamal Murray, and rightfully so. I think in game two, Jokic's going to be prepared to hit Michael Porter on the cut here. Instead, he gets it to Murray. Still an A-plus shot, one of your best, probably your best three-point shooter getting a three. And Michael Porter, because of that cut, is in rebounding position and gets the putback dunk. So good options all around. This time the double comes without a post entry, but it's almost like Jokic is luring the defense in. You're going to see D'Angelo Russell think he's going to get one here. Hard double. He knows it's coming. And the rotations are on. You're going to see swings. And actually, you could swing this. D'Angelo Russell is in full help, and he has to sprint all the way back. You're going to see he sprints all the way back to Michael Porter in the corner. Jokic quickly gets it again, and now the rotations are back. So D'Lo, who just doubled, rotated to the corner, now has to rotate up to Jamal Murray, wide open for three. Denver just missed a lot of. They generated the most threes in the first in game one in the playoffs. They're going to hit a lot more, I think, as the series goes on. Here you go again. Quick double, quick release, swing the ball. And Michael Porter misses Jamal Murray wide open. And watch Jamal Murray in the corner. He is frustrated. But nonetheless, Michael Porter, who has improved as an off-the-dribble attacker, gets to the cup and scores that one. But still, I think Denver's going to see on the film that those quick doubles, just be prepared for the quick swings because they're wide open. Quick double later in the game, Jokic just rips through the double team and bypasses it all, just like he did when he spun baseline earlier on. The rip through allows for the quick. You don't have to swing the ball. Jokic's just going to make it for you. This is Denver's base pick and roll offense. If Anthony Davis is going to guard Aaron Gordon and they're going to use him in a corner floor spacer, you're going to try to get movement on the weak side, as you see over there with KCP and Michael Porter, to distract the weak side so that when you pick and roll opposite of Anthony Davis, so even though he's not paying attention to Aaron Gordon, you're creating as much space between Jokic rolling and Aaron Gordon as possible. So when he catches it in the pocket, that exchange on the weak side between Michael Porter and KCP occupies LeBron just enough for Jokic to be able to squeeze through and get to the cup. That's their base pick and roll that they want to run. Your other base pick and roll coverage, Aaron Gordon in the dunker spot, and Anthony Davis is going to want to try to protect the rim here. Rui is playing in a drop against Jamal Murray. You get the ball to Jokic. He's at the foul line. This is the first time they run this. And you're going to see Anthony Davis just kind of stunt along the baseline. And Jokic gets caught a little bit in between the cat and mouse game. AD wins this round. Jokic goes to his floater, which he almost always makes. Misses that one. Aaron Gordon almost has a rebound. But what I love is just a minute later, you're going to run the same action. And watch where Jokic goes this time. He doesn't roll. He says, okay, if Anthony Davis is going to try to play cat and mouse, I'm just going to go straight here. And instead of a floater, a foul line jumper. Very comfortable with that. Same thing, Rui and drop, 80 down below. This time you actually ran, instead of having Aaron Gordon in the dunker, you're actually involving him in the screening action, but he's essentially the same thing, getting to the dunker. But again, where's Jokic go? Just gets to that foul line knowing, okay, AD now has to switch, and Jokic obviously very comfortable attacking AD in that way. Another way Denver tried to attack the way the Lakers were guarding him with 5-4 pick and rolls is with Jokic as the ball handler. And you're going to see this. They don't want to switch this because they want to have Rui on Jokic, the Rui adjustment, and Anthony Davis roaming, protecting the rim off of the non-shooting Aaron Gordon. But what you get is sometimes these confusions, like you get this little rub screen. These guys are not used to guarding pick and roll in this formation. Rui is not used to being the guy that's going to be fighting over, trying to stick to a center. So here, they get hung up on, am I supposed to show? Am I supposed to switch? What am I supposed to do? Jokic gets all the way to the cup. And then you're going to see what happens when you do set the hard screen. This time they just concede the pick and roll. And watch how Jokic abuses Anthony Davis. This is why they don't want Anthony Davis on Jokic very much. This was game 1 of last year. Just no match. Jokic way too strong, way too good for Anthony Davis. He is hopeless out there. This play was interesting because when Aaron Gordon was not on the court, the 4 is Peyton Watson. But what you're going to see here is in transition, Watson's too early on that, and there's no switch. So he came a little early. Timing is so important, especially in the playoffs on your switches, and he kind of screws this one up. You get the switch, and then anyway, you just still get the double, and now they're having to rotate just like before. But Mike has KCP wide open, one more swing, and he misses him. So this is another thing Mike can get a little bit better at, and then he does not get back in transition, and that's a layup. Another play not too far later, he's a little late on this one. So Peyton Watson, I was talking about the timing. Watch Peyton Watson on this one. Right now, you want to be getting up because you want Murray, as soon as he's catching it, you're getting into the screening action. Instead, he's a little late. Murray's already going, and you get the illegal screen. Just the time, it's just a tiny little bit, and I know he's bewildered, but the timing is so important here. Again, we're going to watch these plays again because Mike misses the swing on this one, as I mentioned, and then doesn't get back on the floor balance. And then you're going to see this one here where you get another Michael Porter shooting opportunity, and he makes it. But notice Jokic here. Jokic's noticing the contest from LeBron and then getting back, and Jokic sprints back just to make sure that there's floor balance. Now, Michael makes it, so it doesn't matter, but it's just another one of those details where Jokic's sprinting back. He's always locked into the little things that create margins. When Jokic checked out of the game, the Lakers started trapping Jamal Murray. So you see the Nuggets get the ball here to Jamal. He draws them all the way to the foul line, so you're taking 2 defenders all the way out. So if you can release the ball, now you have a 4-on-3. Christian Brown is way up here. You actually have a 3-on-2, which should be a huge advantage. But Denver was unprepared for it on the backside, and you end up not getting much of anything. Peyton Watson cuts. Gets actually a really good look, given that Denver didn't seem prepared for it. But watch what happens the rest of the time. They immediately adjust, get the ball to DeAndre in the middle of the key. He attacks downhill and draws the foul. He's actually a little slow on that. I think he sees it even better later on. And then here, you're gonna jump out behind the back pass, and we have ourselves a dunk. So Murray was prepared. He understood. And then Denver runs him off of 2 screens on this one. Turns the corner, and now they had just switched or tried to trap this with 2. Well, because you ran him off so many screens, and Murray does such a good job off the dribble here of just doing enough to create the switch. DeAndre also dives. So now you have Jackson Hayes guarding the perimeter, who he's terrible at, and Murray cooking bigs, which he is phenomenal at. That was all set up by Murray understanding if they're going to trap me, we're going to get movement and force them. We're going to play. If that's the way they're going, you'll adjust to take advantage of it. This next play, a transition play, and you're going to see Rui is on Murray, so we have a mismatch in transition, and Anthony Davis is on Jokic. They're going to go to the pick and roll here. Doesn't work, trying to get the switch. Okay, let's run it again. Now we got the switch, and no hesitation, quick over the top to catch for Jokic. So now you have Anthony Davis out on the perimeter. Jokic is inside. Nobody to protect the rim. Jokic knows it. Easy layup for him. Denver just understands. Every time there's transition, Denver is prepared for it. Here, if you get Anthony Davis in transition, anytime he is not matched up where he's supposed to be, so now he is on a shooter, so you can't have him as a rim protector. So what do? Put Michael Porter in the corner. You're basically taking away rim protection, and we're just going to run pick and roll with our shooters in the corner, AG on the baseline, and what do you know? It's the Murray to Jokic to AG, alley-oop. With no rim protector in there, that's easy work for those 3. LeBron on Jokic was one of the things I think the Lakers were hoping they could do in this game. It went very poorly for LeBron and for the Lakers. And they did this adjustment, by the way, when Reggie came into the game. I think thinking, okay, no Murray Jokic pick and roll, then we can have LeBron there. So you're going to see it. Jokic in the post, and 6 years ago, that was a mismatch for Jokic. Now, baby food. Another one later in the game. How hard do these post-ups look on LeBron? LeBron's a great player and one of the better players at playing undersized against the center, but that is the easiest work ever for Jokic. Mike deserves some credit for being better at attacking off the dribble, as you see in this transition play. This is the thing he said he worked on in the offseason so much. Good tight dribble, patience, waits for the defense to clear and gets there. It's a difference from him between last year and this year. And then I love this play because you time things out. Usually you'll go straight shooters in each corner. Well, this one they're actually going to cut Holiday through. And the Lakers are so undisciplined defensively, especially a guy like D'Angelo. He actually bumps into LeBron. The cut is so. I was talking earlier about how screens are so important for timing. The cut is so perfectly timed right as the screen is happening. So when the pocket pass arrives, you have this exchange with the flare screen being set by P-Watt and D'Angelo Russell having to fight around that. But these guys, while also communicating that action, are supposed to be in help side, and they actually bump into each other as Jokic is rolling to the rim for a dunk. Perfectly timed by everybody involved. And then I love this. Rip DHO. We did the special with David Adelman, the Denver Nuggets assistant coach, the offensive coordinator, about how this play really killed the Lakers and killed everybody in the playoffs last year, almost unguardable, where you back screen for a lob for Aaron Gordon, and then Murray after the screen comes off the handoff for Jokic, and then you go into pick and roll. It's just so deadly. It works so well. Denver had a new option. So the Lakers, shell-shocked from last year when Denver just carved them up, they're ready for it and trying to jam the screen, get in front of Murray. So what does Murray do? Cuts backdoor. Jokic is expecting it, and it's a layup. Brand new way to get that action out of a play that Denver has gotten a million different options out of. Michael Porter's done a good job in the post against Anthony Davis. Just gets big, doesn't foul, just stays big and trusts that Anthony Davis will fall down trying to draw fouls more often than he'll just try to score. And then here, same thing. Just tries to flail rather than go for it. Mike, in both instances, does a great job of just playing straight-up defense. And then look at Peyton's ability to – one of the things that makes him so exciting, look at how far he is stunted right now on LeBron. So he's guarding a three-point shooter. He's all the way at the free throw line, and he's still able to use his length to contest that shot so well. This is one of the things that makes P-Watt special. He can cover so much ground. And then you're going to see another P-Watt veer here. So you get a pick and roll, turns the corner, and watch P-Watt come down, takes a great angle on the pocket pass so he can get behind Anthony Davis, and then just gets big, challenges the shot, forces the brick, and CB cleans up. Some great defense from Peyton Watson in this game in little stretches.